Victoria, an engineering student knowing the most in education. Today, we're going to get closer to Philosophy of Education. Before we start, the first question is, why do we need philosophy of education? Philosophy of education looks so distant and tough. But do you know that it plays such a leading role in the underlying logic of our teaching process, which really helps us to find some inspirations in teaching. As we all know, there are a variety of methods. We tend to spend time and efforts to learn the highly specific details and operations. For example, Harkness table, flipped classroom, lots of fancy trends and ready-to-use models. They're not bad, but the problem is these things are just on the surface and fast-changing, not systematic. Just like collecting a lot of leaves, but none of them grow on the trunk of your tree. Very messy. And eventually, they will all wither, and you have no way to innovate and improve them through your own thinking. But education philosophy is the underlying logic for all these methods. It's just like the trunk that has source and direction. The thing it raised is from what to why. Getting close to them is the process from skill and methods to the original intention. From these perceptions, you'll find that lots of models, tools, methods are pretty similar. And you'll find an intrinsic difference between them and get deeper to compare, to practice selectively. So now, we got the reason to learn the philosophy of education. Our next question is, what do we learn in philosophy of education? I listed the 6 modern Western philosophy of education here. When I learned the basic ideas of them, I found that they are highly abstract. If you just read it without a basic structure, you'll get lost and forgetting the things you have read. So I built a structure. Let's learn them in 4 parts. View of education, view of purpose, idea of curriculum, idea of teaching, corresponding to the value, intention, and methodology. This structure is not the best one. Everyone can create your own structure. The key is to find your logic, to get the knowledge in your way, but not the way it appears. Finally, how do we learn the philosophy of education? In my opinion, the way to get closer to a theory is to invite it into real life. So I'm here to propose everyone who is watching this video to think about what practical scenarios and teaching designs we can have in real situation to bring the theory into practice. You'll find a more thorough understanding of these theories. For every theoretical thing, we are the initiator. It is us to learn the theories, to think, to connect them to every specific case. Different people will have different outcomes. With this method, the philosophy of education will no longer be a threshold, but like a gate. Through this, we can find a long way towards an ideal condition it pictures for us. We read and analyze, we plan and practice, we discuss and update, we find the gap between ideal and reality, which is the points to improve. So here I am, very happily sharing my understanding of philosophy of education. And it's more than happy to have you all here. Follow me, have a taste, do some changes. Through this gate, walk our own way of philosophy of education. Okay, for now, thank you so much for watching. We'll start from the progressivism of education in the next video. If you like it, please subscribe it. See you then. Bye bye.